Might be a map of the world, mightn't it?
Yes.
I think there's something very dangerous about these high places, even to pray from.
You mean that one may fall over?
I mean that one's soul may fall, even if one's body doesn't.
I scarcely understand you, Father. Catholic dogma.
That blacksmith, he's a good man, but not a Christian. Hard, imperious, unforgiving. His religion was made up by men who prayed on high places, on hills and high crags, who learned to look down on the world rather than to look up at heaven. Humility is the mother of giants. One sees great things from the valley, and only small things from the peak.
The blacksmith is innocent.
Oh, yes, 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 indeed, yes. You know, Vicar, I once knew a man who began like other men worshipping before the altar. Then he grew fond of high places to pray from. Nooks and corners, and the belfry or the spire. One day, in one of those dizzy places, the whole world seemed to turn below him like a wheel. His brain turned also. He fancied he was God. So that although he was a good man, he committed a great crime. He took it upon himself to judge the world and to strike down the sinner. Now, he'd never have had such a thought had he been kneeling with other men on the floor. He saw all men crawling about like insects, and one in particular, strutting just below him, insolent, evident by a bright green hat. Also, he had in his hands one of the most awful engines of nature. I mean, gravitation. That mad and quickening rush by which all Earth's creatures fly back to her heart when released. You know, Reverend, if I were to toss a pebble over this parapet, it would come to Earth with the force of a bullet. If I were to drop a hammer, even a small one. No, no!
Let me go! Let me go!
Not by that door. That door leads to hell.
How do you know all this? Are you a devil?
I'm a man. Therefore have all devils in my heart. I know what you did, Vicar. At least I can guess the great part of it. When your brother turned his back on you to torment the idiot Joe, you snatched up the hammer to kill him. Your own impulse horrified you, and you fled into the church. You came up here to pray. You saw your brother's hat below you, crawling about like a green beetle. And something snapped in your soul. You let God's thunderbolt fall. Unhappily, with the accuracy of the devil.
How did you know it looked like a beetle?
Well, that was common sense. But hear me further. I know all this, but no one else shall. The next step is for you. I seal this with a seal of confession. I leave things to you because as yet you have not yet gone very far wrong as assassins go. True, you tried to blame the idiot Joe, but you knew he couldn't suffer death for it. That's one of the gleams it's my business to find in assassins now. Let's go down into the village. I have a bus to catch. And you may go your own way, as free as the wind. I said my last word.